Welcome everyone to a special review selected by the readers of tokyoswan.blogspot.com. Since you decided it, here's the review of Takashi Miike's 2000 made-for-TV miniseries, MPD Psycho. Based on the twistedly complex and shocking manga by Eiji Otsuka, I was really excited to see how Miike, who is a master of shock value in his own right with films like Ichi the Killer, Gozu, and Audition, to just name a few, would handle the material. The results are a mixed bag, and by the end of the 6-episode TV series, you'll probably be wishing for a less censored version of the story and one that stays more true to the manga. The story follows Yosuke Kobayashi, a detective assigned on a homicide unit, who saw his wife killed by a serial killer, Shinji Nishizono. After this traumatic event, he becomes Kazuhiko Amamiya, the multiple personality detective. The series plays so many interesting tricks on identity and reality that it can be confusing to keep everything straight, but that is also part of the fun of watching the series. In fact, the series is full of a lot of bizarre and cool mysteries. The characters have barcodes on their eyes, and there are babies that are ripped from the womb, and then there's the plant heads, as I like to call them. So, does reading the manga make things clearer? Well, actually, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, in that the manga will give you a lot more background on the characters and will really help flesh the story out. But the show doesn't always follow the manga, and in fact, it kind of deviates quite far. So the manga, which is currently being released in English by Dark Horse Comics, does help some, but it doesn't always match up perfectly with the show. Also, and probably the biggest and really only major complaint for me against this series, is that the manga is known for being full of grotesque and sexual imagery, which just did not translate fully to the TV screen. All of the most explicit parts of the show are blurred over with static, and according to the distributors of the Region 1 release, the original uncensored version no longer exists. However, Miike claims in the interviews that this was always his intention, so it was a stylistic move on the director's part. So fans of the graphic nature of the original manga will probably feel somewhat cheated by the TV censorship, especially with the fact that Miike was directing, and it's expected that he would take things far past the appropriate limit. But if this was indeed his vision, then maybe that will take the sting off the claims of TV censorship. The entire series has been collected into one DVD box set from Ronin Entertainment, and there are 6 episodes total with 2 episodes on 3 discs each. And then the 4th and final disc is just full of extras, and there's like a making of, there's a long, like over 40 minutes long interview with the cast and crew, there's special effects and makeup featurettes, there's a bunch of promos that were on TV for it. So yeah, the DVD was great, the box set was great, besides the censorship issue, which seems to be really convoluted with if it really is censorship. I'm not quite sure. But other than that, it's a great value. You can find it easily under, I think, 25–30 bucks in most places, so definitely recommend that you search out the Region 1 box set. The 6 episodes, which are all about an hour long each, offer enough mystery and thinly veiled, shocking imagery that the experience is an enjoyable one. It would have been nice to get an adaptation that wasn't forced to abide by TV's standard of ethics, but fans of the show who want more can seek out the manga. This was a fun show when I first saw it 2 years ago, and it's nice to enjoy one episode at a time and just kick back and let the bizarre imagery commence. Having read the manga after originally seeing the show, my opinion of the series has dropped slightly, as I see there is some clearly wasted potential with how far Miike could have took things, but it still holds up as a fun and thought-provoking miniseries. So for that, I recommend it. That's it for this review, and we'll see you next time.